Dragon Ball Super Episode 79 was extremely entertaining. I found it very satisfying and rating the episode 8 out of 10. Majin Buu vs Basil battle had a lot of elements and was smoothly animated. They also revealed the black hooded guy, and the episode ended with Gohan and Lavender in the stage for second round of this exhibition match, to be continued on the next episode. Before anything else, I want to talk about that black hooded character. He has drawn a lot of attention. First seen in the first trailer of Universal Survival Arc, everyone was trying to guess who he could be. Because all other universes have only gods, Kaioshins and angels in there, except for U7 and 9 for the exhibition. But in Universe 11's stage, we saw this guy standing beside the most attention-grabbing god of destruction, Varmalt. For those of you who don't know yet, the clown god's name is Varmalt. This episode finally revealed who this cloaked guy is, and his name is Toppo. He is a gigantic hot-blooded warrior and leader of the Pride Troopers team, Peace Protectors of Universe 11. We see some fighters of U11 wearing this red-black attire. Even the guy who is prominently seen fighting Goku in the opening is from the same team. Toppo happens to be the leader of the team, meaning he is a bigger badass. He does have more importance than other warriors, which might be the explanation for him being there. That is, he is actually a candidate to become the next god of destruction. In this episode, one of Buu's attacks gets deflected towards the stage of U11, and Toppo stops it in a very badass manner. This got everyone's attention. There is another minor issue about this. Most of us predicted that the hooded guy would be the Jackal looking fighter based on the clues we had. Like in the first trailer, the guy was smaller and we could see his gloves and mouth, and that was nothing similar to the Toppo, but very identical to buff Jackal. However, suddenly in the opening, they changed the cloaked guy, gave him a bigger size, and also decided to cover up his hand and mouth. What was the reason behind this change? Most probably, they wanted to place the Jackal guy primarily when the trailer was made, but later decided to put Toppo there, or simply to confuse us only. However, since Toppo is the team leader and the candidate for being the next god of destruction, this makes more sense. Before I progress further with the review, I have a small request for you guys. If you want shorter but faster Dragon Ball updates, Dragon Ball Fanverse is one channel you must check out. I post exclusive videos there. For example, a 3-minute version of episode 79 review was uploaded way earlier there. So if you like that type of stuff, make sure to subscribe. Okay, back on episode 79, it is the kick specialist Basil versus the durable Majin Buu. This is the most dangerous Buu ever got since Dragon Ball Z. Also, this highlights the fact that apart from his playful side, he also has a caring, sensible and serious side. Basil, on the other hand, raises our hopes on the variety this tournament of power might give us. He wasn't particularly a powerful opponent, but his unorthodox fighting style and transformation was refreshing and fun to watch. On the stage of Universe 9, we have this dwarf god of destruction, Sidra, and he looks like a really kind-hearted god of destruction. Unusual, but in a way, adorable. But to balance that off, we also have a very abnormal Kaioshin of U9, and he is a total dick. He is like a big-mouthed troll, except his comments aren't funny at all and kind of self-trolling. And you find that funny. Not that he's funny, that green fucker was so overconfident, he thought Basil alone could finish U7. Nonetheless, an interesting character tool to have around. How was the battle? Epic. It was like a Pokemon Dragon Ball crossover. Liked how Mr. Satan was the master here. I loved it. It looks like DBS animators are finally getting back the smoothness of DBZ fighting. Look, this episode as a whole wasn't the best regarding animation quality, But like I said earlier, with the DBZ art style or animation style, they are walking on the right path. One or two mistakes exist, but not on the basics. That I find to be very gratifying cause excessive bright color panels of DBS and bobbly designs were what bothered me the most on the earlier episodes. Also, they are drawing the muscles right, which I dogmatically think is the most important aspect. Anyways, Basol keeps ruling 3/4 of the match with his swift attacks as Boo doesn't even try to resist. Until that point, it was only game to him, and even though most other there who doesn't know Boo thought he was getting beaten, to Boo it was like being tickled. So he kept asking for more as a game. Y'all know Boo's durability is something not to be played with. Vegeta sacrificed himself and still couldn't do shit to Boo. Even if your attack has any impact on him, he can recover as we see him doing in this fight. However, Boo's chill attitude and laughing impressed Omnikings as they are also very childish. And that can be a good thing for U7 in the long run. They soon realized that Boo is a real deal, so Basile decided to transform. Buffed up kind of werewolf look, the aura was like Super Saiyan God aura. His attacks were very fast-paced and destructive. His hand-to-hand combat with Boo was exciting to watch too. Very raw action. I just loved it. But even after all this, Boo wasn't getting serious enough, until one of Basile's attack hurts Mr. Satan. Once that happened, Boo got really pissed off. We saw smokes coming out of all his holes, and things looked really intense. From that point, he fought Basile seriously. Basile tried with his feet ki blast and all, but just couldn't keep up. The Great Priest makes it clear that there's no definite rule in this match. It's like Zeno's wish is the rule here, bitches. The only way to win is to satisfy Zeno, or if your opponent is unable to move. Out of stage or apparently, even cheating is allowed. The Kaishin throws a Unite version of Senzubin to Basile, allowing him to only last a bit longer. He fires up with his transformation again, but Boo had enough, so he finishes him up with a Boo version of Kamehameha. Then we get a good segment between Mr. Satan and Boo. It's nice to see how much they care about each other. So beautiful. I always wanted a pet like Boo, couldn't find one. This reminds me a lot of Pokemon, like Satan says, beat him, and Boo beats him. Satan is like a Pokemon master, guys. The way he's handling Boo. I wonder if you'll have to be there throughout the tournament of power to command Boo. Let's all just hope Satan gets more Pokemon like this. Have you noticed this celebration though? Audience moment of the day. Beerus and Supreme Kai's hug celebration. They own the internet today. Okay, now the next match has also been announced and it's Lavender vs Gohan. Lavender looks like a very sneaky opponent. He has been described as the one fighter who poisons people. This surely reminds us of Frost, but in this case it sounds like poisoning is Lavender's natural ability. Even if it were not, it wouldn't be a problem for them because cheating is being allowed here. We got the preview trailer of Dragon Ball Super Episode 80. We see Lavender poisons Gohan's eye, and that will be a big problem. Naturally, you know, our fighters fight an opponent by sending their ki, but for some reason unknown till this point of time, they are unable to detect or sense ki of Universe 9 fighters. We know mortals in general can't sense God ki, but we're sure that's not the case here. It's either because U9 fighters can mask or hide their energy, or because it is of a different type than the ones U7 fighters are aware of. Not necessarily something mighty, just different. So a Gohan without sight might not win against Lavender. Well, that's about all for now. Comment your thoughts, theories and predictions down below. I have a poll for you. Who is going to win, Gohan or Lavender? To vote, click on the link provided down below in the description and comments, and vote on our Facebook page. For the most entertaining Dragon Ball contents and updates on Facebook, make sure to like Dragon Ball Fanverse. You can also find me by searching for The Fan Guy. See you in the next Dragon Ball Super video.